Hey learner, this is Nilesh Porate. So in this section we will discuss the unit testing and the PyLint overview. Okay. So as you begin to expand to larger multi-file projects, it becomes the important to have the test in place. So this way, as you make the changes or update your code, you can run your test file to make sure previous code still run as expected. So there are the several testing tools. So we will focus on two. First one is that the PyLint. So PyLint is a library that looks at your code and report back possible issues. And second one is that the unit test. So this built-in library allows to test your own program and check you are getting desired output. So we will begin by showing you how to use the PyLint to check your code for possible errors and the styling. So Python has a set of a style convention rules known as a pip8. Okay, so now here we open the command prompt and install the one library. So see here, pip install. My library name is that PyLint. Okay, so see here. So install this library from internet. Okay. Okay, here we finished the installation. Next we create the one file. See, this is your Python IDE tool. Here file, new file. So this is your new file, and file save as this file on desktop. Okay, so my file name is that the simple1.py. okay, so see here on desktop we create the one file. Okay, here we declare some statement a equal to 1, b equal to 2, then print a. Okay, then print. Here by mistake if you type the capital B, then see what happened. Okay, and we save this code, Control S. So as you can imagine, with 4 lines it's pretty too easy to catch this mistake, but if we have the script of the 100 of lines, it's going to be much harder to be controls or commands this to save this. And once you have it saved, come to your command line. Okay, so see here how to find this mistake. So this is your command prompt. Here we clear this window CLS. Okay, then PyLint space, file name is that the simple1.py. Press enter. See what happened. Okay, so see in last your code has been rated at a minus 17.5 out of 10. Okay, so means that your code is in worst condition, not a good condition. Okay, so we find this step by step. So we get the report here. What PyLint does is it issue what is essentially automated report grading your code. Now we scroll up this section. So going to top here. So see here, this is the bad white space, and here b equal to bad white space. Okay, because here we not use the indentation. Okay, then see here in last, b doesn't confirm. So here a doesn't confirm uppercase naming styling. So this is the convention error, and this is undefined variable capital B. Okay, so going to this program and see we change the small v, save this code. Again we PyLint. See here, now my rated is that the minus 5 out of 10. Okay, so see here, going to top here. So they required here exactly one space required around the assignment. Okay, so here need a one space by using the convention rule. See here, one space. Okay, again one space, save these changes, again PyLint. See here, now 0.00 out of 10. Okay, now see here what is the problem. So constant name a doesn't conform to uppercase naming style, and capital B doesn't conform to the uppercase naming style. Okay, so here capital A, capital B, print capital A, capital B, save these changes, again see here PyLint. Okay, so now here rated the 5 out of 10. Okay, so these are the some conventional rule you must follow. Okay, so now there is one missing. So see here, missing the module doc string here. Okay, so here we add the one doc string. So see here, doc string is described by using the 3 single quote. Okay, so inside this define, this is a simple code. Okay, input 2 numbers and output 2 numbers. Okay, save these changes. So see here, pylint now 7.5 out of 10. Module name simple one doesn't confirm that snake underscore case naming style. Okay, means your file name is not a snake case naming style. This is your invalid name. Here we rename this code. Okay, so see here, close this file and here rename. Here we change my s is in small case. Okay, again here open this file, going to desktop, open this file. Okay, now again we pylint this file, pylint. Now my file name is that the small s. See here, 10 out of 10. So this is your proper code. Your rating is that the 10 out of 10. Okay, so this pylint just describe or show you how to write your code. If they show the 10 out of 10 means your code is well documented, your variable name is the correct form, your file name same is in correct form. Okay, so like this way we perform the some testing. Now we convert this code by using function. See here, this is my function def, so func. Okay, so this is your the function func. Okay, and here we use the indentation. Okay, indentation. Okay, and here we call this function func. So save this code. See here again pylint. So see 5 out of 10. See here, my code is well documented. Here we define one function and give indentation, and here we call the function. So what is the problem here? So see here, missing function or method doc string. So you must document on your every function. So here we document this function. See here, 3 comments. Okay, and here this is simple function. Okay, save this code. Again pylint. See here, 6.67 variable name a doesn't conform to snake casing naming style. Okay, if your variable is in a function, then it must be in a snake case naming style, and if it is not in a function, then it must be capital. So remember, this is the naming convention rule. Now here my a and b are in a small case. Here a and b. Okay, save these changes. See here, my pylint is 6.67 snake casing naming style. So here my variable name is that the first, second, print first, print second. Save these changes. See here my output is that 10 out of 10. Okay, means that this is your perfect code. Like this way you perform or you test the given code. Okay, so this is the one of the testing mechanism. So student, try this code on your machine. If you have any queries, then comment on your query in comment box. Like and subscribe this channel. See you on next video. Thank you.